when did Jesus literally ever say that being gay was bad, or went out and said, like, you need to shame all these people? Like, when did that happen? And on a personal note, like, there's 12 disciples in the middle of the desert. Really? We think nothing. No? Okay.
Brokeback
Sure.
disciple. Welcome to We Should Write, a show about the healing power of writing. I am your host, Lindsay Lawler. Today's episode, I say it every time, but it's already my favorite. Today is special because we've never met.
We have not met until 15 minutes ago.
But I feel like we're already, we're there.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
We're already best friends.
Right. Okay, good. We're already planning our life together. So Andrew Mitch is joining me today, and I've heard your name for a while via your publicist who reached out and pitched you being on the show a while ago, and we were able to sit here today, and the timing works out great because you have a new single out today.
I do, yep.
Even sadder version of Baggage. So
In case the first one wasn't sad enough, you have an even sadder one now.
We've gone double duty.
Double down on it.
You have, depending on whenever you're watching this, you have Muscle Memory coming out soon. A bunch of new music that you're working on. We're going to dive into these projects, but you have a lot of cool angles that we're going to dive in today.
Yeah.
Most one being that you are very vulnerable. You are putting this into your music, so in a place where other people can't. You are sharing the word where other people don't have the platform. So let me give you the quick hits before we dive in. You can go to andrewmitch.com for more, link below. Andrew is a Nashville-based country artist from Steubenville. Do I say that right?
Steubenville, yep. Not Stupidsville, but that we will respond to both.
You've never heard that, I'm sure. Okay. Ohio, but he's here now. He originally, guys, studied biochemistry. He's received multiple graduate offers, and he's like, I choose music.
Nah, this is more fun for sure.
We're so happy. We're glad you're here. Welcome. His breakout hit, All in My Head, it debuted in the Country Top 100. That's what kind of blew you up and set you on the scene and made me fall to my knees and cry when I heard it. We will talk about it today. Even featured by CMA, CMT, Music Row Magazine, Apple Music Country, the list goes on. Headlined the inaugural Pride Fest in Arkansas.
I did, 2 years in a row.
Love. We're going to talk more about that.
They're so wonderful down there.
Shout out. Shared the stage with Ty Herndon, oh my God, who I love and adore. Playing the concert for Love and Acceptance. We will talk about that today. And I love, outside of your EP that's called, EP or full record called Feeling Outside the Lines.
Oh, full record, Feeling Outside the Lines.
Full record.
Yeah.
Feeling Outside the Lines, which you have parlayed into a mission, we'll call it, that supports gay men finding their way back to God. Amazing. So much to talk about today.
So much to unpack, yes.
Okay, I'm ready. Please make welcome to the show my new friend, soon to be yours, Andrew Mitch. Hello.
Thank you for having me.
I do have to tell you that people with two first names freak me out.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm always, not because you're bad people, but I'm always worried I'm going to, do you get called Mitch a lot?
Yes,
Okay.
all the time.
Okay.
Mitch or Andrew, I get asked all the time, like, which one's the first name? And I'm like, okay, well, Andrew's not my last name, so you decide.
Because that would be weird.
Yeah, exactly.
Is Mitch your real last name?
It is. Huh. Got it from my dad.
It's interesting to me. Okay. Well, I'm very glad you're here. This will be a fun conversation. I always start the show with a deep breath.
Okay.
It's as much for us as it is for Zach and Seamus in the room, the people in their trucks listening, or wherever you might be, your cubicle, on the beach. I hope you're on the beach.
Do I have to close my eyes? Should I sit up straight and
breathe however you'd like, my
Okay.
friend. On the count of three, let's all breathe together. 1, 2, 3. That's really for me because I forget. It's the simplest thing that I forget to do sometimes. And with that, I like to open the show and ask you, Andrew Mitch Andrew, if that is in fact your name, what in this moment, in this time of life, in this sitting in this chair here right now, what are you grateful for?
I am so grateful for literally just the opportunity to be able to write music that people connect to. One of my friends told me yesterday, he was like, if you literally never released another song ever in your life, you impacted thousands and thousands of people. And that's something that nobody's ever going to be able to take away. So that just hit me like a ton of bricks yesterday morning. And now I'm like, okay, that's just something to be really grateful for. So, yeah.
But also keep going.
Exactly.
But
we're not stopping anytime soon, so
Good.
don't worry about that last part.
But what a great place. I mean, that's a great place to be and realize that I say a lot, if one, it's cliche, but if one person was moved outside of myself, then we're doing our job.
Exactly.
Right? So let's talk about that. Let's just go straight into, if you don't mind, and kind of start with All in My Head, because you said you've moved thousands. That song puts you on the map, so to speak.
Yeah.
We'll talk about what brought me to my knees in a minute, but talk a little bit about, I'm going to say it this way. What gave you the courage, the strength, or maybe most importantly, the sign and the signal to say, you're supposed to release this?
Well, I wrote it in my bedroom before work one day. I was still living in my hometown, and just didn't really think much of it, recorded it, and just kind of went, meh, and just put it on my hard drive. And then a couple of my friends heard it, and my partner at the time heard it as well. And all of them across the board were like, if you do not release this song, like, you are stupid. Like, you are effing stupid if you don't. And I was just like, okay, geez, I guess I'll put the song out. But I didn't think anything of it. It was just like, okay, it's a song, whatever. Put it out, and then, started doing some teasers on TikTok, and woke up to like hundreds of thousands of views, and was just like, I'm uncomfortable now. Like, what am I supposed to do with all this? So it was such a blessing. But yeah, that's kind of what got me to actually put it out. And it just started to feel like, if all these people are saying, like, you need to put this out, like, okay, there's something in this message that somebody somewhere needs to hear. And all those people still follow my music, and it's really special.
That's awesome. Well, it's incredible, because your intention wasn't, I'm going to put this out so that I have fame and fortune.
Yeah.
You had no intention to put it out.
It was my first song. I was like, this is going to get like 8 streams, and we're going to call it a day and move on to the next one. And it definitely did not. Yeah.
Will you just tell us will you speak or sing whatever you want, the chorus, so people can know what we're referring to?
So the last line of the chorus is kind of like the catch phrase. That's not the right term that I want to use. But yeah, the hook. That's what I need. But it's just a love song about bringing somebody home to meet your family, your friends, bringing them back into your life. And the last 2 lines of the chorus are, I know that it's all in my head because they'll just wish you were a girl instead. And everybody just kind of lost their minds at that. And like I said, when I wrote it, I thought nothing of it. Just at my piano, like, meh, okay, it's fine. Like, I'm over it. But no, it's just been insane, the impact it's had.
Here's why it killed me. So I'd been listening to your new stuff that your publicist had sent over, baggage claim. Also great. Baggage and muscle memory and some of the other stuff. And then I hadn't listened to All in My Head until actually this morning. And I was listening to it. I knew that I read about it. Like, I'd seen the line already.
Right.
But I hadn't listened to it.
Yeah.
And so what I'm going to say is that when I listened to it, I just put on my eye makeup, and I was curling my hair.
Oh, that was a mistake.
I know. It was a total mistake.
Eye makeup second next time.
I did not know. So screw you for not. There's it needs to be a disclaimer. And I heard it. I know it's all in my head because they'll just wish you were a girl instead. It hit me, and I started like bawling. I had to stop. I had to redo my makeup, first of all. And which is interesting because that's not my scenario. So why did that hit me? In my opinion, when you both wrote that and then recorded it, there's your emotion, your frequency, your feeling is in that song. I believe it is like coded, embedded in that song. Yeah. Or else why would that have, I felt what you would think about that.
Yeah.
And what I want to say that hits me so hard about it is, and makes me be like, oh my gosh, we're so connected. And because I didn't have to worry about that, or that was nothing that ever had crossed my radar when I was bringing people home, right?
Yeah.
I married a man, and we have a very typical, boring normal relationship.
Bring home to mama story.
Yeah, I never thought about it. And so what was really hit me, because I didn't know what you would have felt from that, what I was able to connect with, is that, oh my gosh, not only would it be in that scenario that somebody was maybe judging me, but it means they were also judging this person that I love?
Yeah.
And that's what really hit me, to think like, wow, to think not only, to think that it's a double whammy there. So, can you
100%.
talk about well, first of all, what does your family think about that song?
They didn't love it,
Okay.
but it's all good now. It's been a
Okay.
couple years. We've had endless family conversations about it, and everybody's coming around slowly but surely. But my family is also like my biggest cheerleaders.
Awesome.
And my sister texted me back in January. She's like, "Back Home Boy," one of my other songs. Like, she's like, "That was like my top song on Amazon like this year," and yeah, so they're like my biggest cheerleaders.
Awesome.
But they didn't love that song particularly, no.
Well, and it's, I talk about a lot on the show, the hard part about being a songwriter or a writer of any kind is that when we're telling our own story, we're also telling somebody else's story, because there's other people involved in your story.
Yeah.
So how did you balance that, releasing this song, knowing, is that how they found out that you were gay, or is that just how you felt about what they felt about?
They already knew.
Okay.
I had already come out about it. And I want to say that I wrote this song and released it about 2 years after
Okay.
I came out to them. So,
Okay.
yeah, it's
Tricky.
just been wild. It's been tricky. Yeah, it's hard because you have these two parts of yourself that kind of wrestle with each other a little bit. And I knew that other people could relate to it, but I didn't want to like ever make my family seem like bad or evil or
Sure.
anything. Like,
Right.
I didn't ever want to cast that light. And so that's just been a really tricky line to walk with people, and with fans reaching out, just saying like, I've had a couple comments saying like, shame on your family or whatever. And I have to like immediately clap back and be like, actually, no, my mom would kill somebody for me. So, but at the same time, like, there is that disconnect, and that's where all my head came from.
It's beautiful. The song is great. All in My Head. Don't just stream it. Go download it now. It's beautiful. And I think, like I said, then anybody can relate to the idea of being worried about who you're bringing home. That has nothing to do with anybody's family. Just like if I'm going to bring someone to join our family, that's a big deal, right?
Well, and I love what you said, that it's not only about me, it's also about whoever I'm dating. So,
Right.
like, these feelings that you're projecting on me, you're projecting them onto other people as well.
Right.
So,
And I love this person. And I
Exactly.
want the people I love to love this person.
I'm not going to bring a monster home.
Right.
Like,
I'm not crazy.
they're not worthy of my mom.
I did that plenty in my past, no more. So what's cool, I think, you're to me, your journey, it's not even, I know you, religion and sexuality and music, all these things you talk about, but to me, you're so much bigger than that. To me, you sort of represent belonging as a whole. Does that resonate?
Yeah, that
Okay.
does.
Is that something that you consciously find as a through line in your writing?
Belonging in a very strange sense, because I'm very much the person that's like, I'm not really afraid to stand out if that's what it takes. But also, like, there is a place for everybody in this world. So, like, do your thing, and also, like, don't care what anybody else says.
Yeah.
And I think in my music, my main goal is to really just like, how much emotion can I like dig up in this person? Like, how many feelings can I get you to feel so that we can start to talk about stuff and sort it out, instead of throwing it all in, like, in the closet of curiosities, is what my sister calls it.
I love that.
But yeah, that's kind of where all that happens.
Okay. Well, sad songs. Let's just talk about sad songs in general, because I love that you say sad songs are your love language. A.
They very much are.
And that B, like your single that just came out today, your second version of it, it's called Baggage, the even sadder version.
Yep.
The first version was sad, now this one even sadder.
Yeah. If you haven't put your eye makeup on yet, don't. Just hold off on that for a
Hold
sec.
off on that. What it made me think about, I laughed because when I was in my early 20s, and like fresh out of college, I had a group of girlfriends, and we would sit around and listen to sad music all the time. Yeah. And we were like the time of our life. We were like early 20s, living our best life. We had great jobs. Like, everything was great, seemingly, but we loved sad music. And I made this, at the time it was a CD, mixed CD. And I titled, we could write on the CDs. And it was just, it started off with All By Myself by Celine Dion, obviously.
Right.
And the title of the CD was All Alone by Myself Forever. and that was what we leaned into, and we like
Cut to
we're gonna be
scene. We're not all alone by ourselves forever. Yeah.
right. But it made us happy to be sad.
Yeah.
Why, in your opinion, are the people like us happy to be sad? Why are you happy to be sad?
There is a very strange release of endorphins, I guess you call it, maybe, with just, I mean, you bottle up so many different emotions throughout so many different moments of your life. We have social media that's just flooding our minds, whatever, and I feel like it's so easy to bury everything.
Yeah.
That if you can just like sit down for 3 minutes and 20 seconds or whatever and like just get all that emotion out, it's just like, whew, okay, all better. Literally on the drive here, a Riley Green song came on, and I just started crying. Like literally out of nowhere. It was just like, I've heard the song 10 million times. Why is this making me cry? But then afterward, it's just like, oh, okay, cool.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Release it.
I think it's important that we're in touch with our emotions more now than ever because of how in touch we are with each other.
Well, the release part is to me interesting to talk about because I think I'm as a person that I find to be somewhat empathic. I'm feeling your energy, everyone's energy around, and so if I don't cry, I realize I've bottled up someone. It's fine if I bottle up my own emotions, but if I'm bottling up your emotions, that's even worse. And sometimes that cry, like I'm aware in the moment when I'm bawling sometimes by myself. It's a safe space that I'm aware. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm not actually sad. This is something I need to get out, and then I'll just like stop and be like, okay, cool, let's go to lunch.
Exactly.
Do you do that?
Oh, 100%.
You did it in the car on the way here.
Yeah, all the time. It's just like get it out real quick and then, okay, we're good.
We're good
just
now.
had a little something in there and we're fine.
But do you write happy songs?
Sometimes. Every once in a while I'll write a happy song. I do have Back Homeboy out. That's a happy song.
Okay.
And somebody asked me, actually I got a YouTube comment yesterday. Somebody was like, when are we getting more songs like Back Homeboy? Like upbeat and fun and happy love songs. I'm like, we'll see. We'll see. That's all I can say.
Do you think you have to be happy to write happy things?
No.
Or do you think you have to be sad to write sad things?
I consider myself a very happy, joyful person
you seem very joyful.
that just writes sad songs because I can. So I think you can literally write anything out of anywhere. I write rage songs now too sometimes. I'm like, I'm not even angry. I'm like, but yeah, let's talk about burning someone's house to the ground. Sure, why not?
Yes. Yes, always. Can we go ahead and do a song so we can, and then we'll keep diving in. But I want people to understand the you that's underneath. Andrew Mitch is joining us. You can go to andrewmitch.com. We're going to get a little song out of you. First of all, before you play, what are you going to play first? And more importantly, why? Because this is a show about the healing power of writing.
Yeah.
What does this song do for us in that
we're
way?
talking a lot about releasing emotions. I just released a song in February called Baggage. First release in a while, and I just released the even sadder version today. So I'm going to play that one first, and I think it's just important to, like we said, release all these emotions, release the baggage, unpack things. So,
All right.
yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
Should I adjust at all, or just
No, you're great.
go like this?
I mean, you can adjust your.
Oh yeah, do I look good?
You look
do I
perfect.
Look pretty? Okay.
Very pretty.
I can't stop staring at that old tattoo, the one I got to match with you. I still got a Polaroid of that Trans Am from when we broke down and made love in Austin. You broke my heart and took it away. Now I know why they call it everything. You got the phrase, and I got the memories. You left them waiting, and I gotta carry. You got the fire, I got the snow. You left the house and took the whole your suitcase out of the attic, and I got the baggage left a coffee ring on my nightstand instead of one on my left hand. You'd say you'll cook tonight, and I would, kid. You burn down the kitchen. I kinda wish you did. Maybe then I wouldn't be left with how you got the phrase, and I got the memories, and you made the stain. You left me the laundry. You got the fire, I got the smoke. You left the house and took home your suitcase out of the attic, and I got the baggage. You broke my heart and took the key. Now I know why they call it heavy. 'Cause you got the phrase, and I got the memories. You left the weight that I gotta carry. You got the fire, I got the smoke. You left the house and took the home. Your suitcase out of the attic. You got your suitcase out of our attic. And I got the baggage. And I got the baggage.
Come on.
I love that response to the end. Come on.
Come on. Only reason I didn't cry is because I've listened to it 3,000 times before today.
It's better with the cellos and everything.
Oh gosh, well, it's great on every. And to hear you do it live is really cool. You've got such this like tender, quiet control that is so rare from a country artist, especially a male.
It's a little bit different, yeah. I've been told my voice is very different for country.
It is. I
I've been
didn't
told
see
everything
that.
about me is very different for country.
I mean, in the
so,
best way.
Yeah.
But I didn't see that coming.
Well,
Like,
thank
that-
you.
that's-
I'm happy to surprise you.
Yeah, in the best way. You know, we hear things. It's recording and playing live are obviously two different animals.
Yeah.
And there is still a tenderness in your records, but there's a more power behind it, a different power behind it rather.
Yeah.
This was a really cool, sweet, intimate. Anyway, I loved it. Is my point. So
Well, thank you.
I love getting to see both sides of someone, and you do love it. You love a play on word.
I do love a play on word, yes.
Okay.
1,000%.
So that whole song, what I was thinking about is I'm happily married, but I was picturing if I was like going through a divorce with Seamus, which I never want to happen.
Yeah, but this is like the third time you keep talking about this.
It's
No, but-
the gay man effect, I'm sorry.
No, but I was picturing like how sad the idea of not only losing a person when you break up, but all their things and the environment all around you, like everything that made our house a home, that's gone too. It's not just the person and the energy; it's all of their things. Like your life completely changes when you live someone, and then when you live with someone you don't. And that sounds like obvious, like no shit, Sherlock. But it's
Right.
you can feel it again. I actually felt it while you were singing.
Yeah.
Did you live with anybody ever?
I have not lived with
You've
a
not?
partner yet,
Okay.
no. I dodged that bullet.
Well, smart.
Yeah. But
You only
I
wanna do it
think
once.
one of my favorite lines in that song is you left the house and took the home, because not only are they like taking their things, they're taking a little part of you
Yeah.
with them, and they're taking everything about y'all's life together. So I went to one of my best friends, Jonathan, he co-wrote the song with me, and I was like, how sad can we possibly make this? Like, let's just gut wrench somebody. And he was like, okay, let's do this.
Hi, let's go.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I think why I'm able to feel between on that and all in my head and your music, why I'm able to feel it in my body so much and have a visceral reaction to it, is because it's authentically coming, like you are authentic. I mean, I believe you are. And that's something that my guest actually on last week's episode, we were talking, she's an author, but she was, Jennifer Mormon is her name. And she was talking about, though, how she's also toured professionally as a singer for a long time.
Yeah.
And a label wanted her to be like Gretchen Wilson. And she's like, I would never hunt or get on an ATV. I don't have anything against it, but that's not me. And she's like, I cannot deliver something if it's not authentically me.
There's
So-
only one Gretchen Wilson, first of all.
Absolutely.
Second of all, like, I'm Jennifer, so.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you come across maybe that's the tender part in your voice because it's your singing from that place. How do you sing something like that? Like, how do you balance, I guess, being authentic when you're actually singing about something that hasn't, like, that exact scenario hasn't happened to you, but you know the emotion of losing somebody or breaking up.
Well, I think that kind of came from writing the whole record, feeling outside the lines, and that being completely about my life. Like, everything about it was about me. And I texted one of my best friends. I was just like, I really want to start writing songs that aren't even necessarily about me, but I can understand the emotion, or I can at least like try and feel these different kinds of emotion, because somebody has gone through this. So I really want to like paint these pictures, even if it's not completely about me, and I want it to still be broad enough that it could be applied to different things. So baggage, in a way, I have kind of associated it with religious trauma a little bit, like being abandoned by your church, or just people saying like, you know, mean things after I first came out, that it's like, you took all this from me. So.
Oh, you were able to go there with that emotion. Wow.
I want it to be able to apply to everybody's life and not just mine. So.
Okay, well, let's go there since you brought it. First of all, I'm always still so shocked when I find anyone is like mean about anything. First of all, it's just, I always want to be, it's just baffling to me that that there's any sort of hatred. I'm like, really? Are we still doing that? I thought that was done.
That was so last year.
It was so last, yeah, right? When people are like religious people talking about gay, I'm like, oh God, I thought we were over this. But we're not, obviously, in certain scenarios. So you're feeling outside the lines, which you launched for this exact reason, or for the reason of letting gay men feel comfortable. When you say coming back to God, to you, does that mean going back to a church, or just coming back to that place inside of you that is the God inside of you, is spirituality?
The second thing you just said, coming back to the God that is inside of you, coming back to just having a relationship with the divine and knowing that, you know, all these people in the church hurt you. Nobody's invalidating that at all, but God didn't do anything. And that's the biggest reason why I've stayed firm in my beliefs with God, and I've still stayed Christian, I've still stayed spiritual, because I've always just been like, well, the church made all these rules and they hurt me. God didn't do anything. What
an interesting take. I haven't heard it put that way before.
Yeah, because, I mean, I'm not going to hate on the person that just made me like this. He's like, whoa, I just made you gay. I didn't tell them to do.
I made you gay. I thought it was going to be cool.
I didn't tell any of these people to do that. So, yeah, that's where I've been able to stand on that.
So how do you feel about the fact, if that's what you believe, which I do too, if you believe God made you gay, made me not, whatever, who cares? But it also means that God made the people who don't like that you are gay, or don't like that I'm not gay, or whatever. Yeah. How do you feel about that? How do you...
Ooh, this is when really fun conversations start. Okay. I believe that everybody is born into a natural godlike state.
Okay.
We're all born pure of heart, and we just learn bad things along the way.
Agreed.
So that is like a whole, I could literally like go on for like 45 minutes about like all of this stuff.
So you're saying God didn't make those people that way. Society and time and programming of the world did. Yeah. God made you perfect and lovely and loving, and then all this got in the way.
Then you learn habits, you learn beliefs, you learn what is your perception of truth through other people. That's why we have so many different religions and so many different people with different beliefs, because everybody has a different path, everybody has different experiences, everyone's 3D reality is different for them. So everybody starts at the same place, and we just start going off in different directions.
Just got excited.
I didn't realize that moved. Okay.
I didn't either. I think you broke it. I'm just kidding.
Oh, well.
I'm just kidding. Okay, well, I'm going to stay in this. I'm going to live in this for a moment because I could talk about all this too. I'm going to go so deep.
Oh, yes, please.
I mean, I believe everyone's doing the best they can with the information they have, their perspective, their lens, how they were brought up. There's so many factors, right? But as for you, as a Christian, being raised in the church, I myself was raised in the church. I'm also a believer. How do you then, though, it's a show about writing, so what greater work of writing than the Bible?
Yeah.
How do you feel about, because this is my personal struggle with the Bible. I'm like we've changed. The world's changed. So like I interpret it, like I kind of take the Bible, and this is probably blasphemous, but I kind of take the Bible and I like juice it. It's like a juicer. I put it all in and I juice out what doesn't resonate and I keep in what does.
Yeah.
And because times have changed, worlds have changed. So how do you, being a gay man, helping other gay men stay in their spirituality, interpret scripture that doesn't work in your world?
Are you thinking about a specific verse or?
I'm just saying anything.
Okay.
Just in general, just kind of when teachings of, say, Christianity that doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
I'm obviously not going to go murder people, but I don't know. Just from anything from a fear of judgment base really is where I'm coming from.
Yeah. I mean, I think, well, first of all, we all have like a compass inside of us that tells us if something's right or wrong. Like you said, we're not obviously just going to go murder somebody. Even
Although we did bring you out here in the woods.
And there's plenty of murder in the Bible. Like,
True.
I mean, there's characters in the Bible that have 7 wives. They have different times that they're supposed to go to temple, different times they're supposed to cut their hair, keep kosher, whatever. Like, there's so many different facets to the Bible that you have to unpack. Okay, what's the context of these things? When did they actually happen? And also keeping in mind, this book has been translated like 50 bajillion times.
Yeah.
So, like, somebody got something wrong somewhere. I know it's divinely inspired, but
Right.
like God didn't write it. God wrote it, but he didn't write it. So I think keeping all of that in mind and just being a good person.
Yeah.
Like, when did Jesus literally ever say that being gay was bad, or went out and said, like, you need to shame all these people? Like, when did that happen? I'll wait. Like, I don't understand it. And on a personal note,
Jesus
I
didn't.
mean,
Other people did. Jesus didn't.
right. And on a personal note, like, there's 12 disciples in the middle of the desert. Really? We think nothing. No? Okay.
Brokeback
Sure.
disciple.
I'm like, I'm just like, not to be crude, but like just to be realistic, like, come on.
That's really funny. I smell a screenplay developing.
Yes, exactly.
That's awesome.
The most blasphemous film ever made. Oh my God, my parents would kill me.
Yeah, same. I'm going to tell my parents not to watch this part.
Yeah. My dad is a theologian in the Catholic Church. So
Oh,
like, I
wow.
feel like everything that I'm saying right now, I'm just like, oh my God, my dad. I just hate this.
Just being real. We're just talking.
Exactly. Yeah.
But
love my dad to death.
Love my dad too. But in all honesty, actually, the fact that you can, you can be whoever it was that said mean things to whoever it was, that you can go through that, still come out on the other side comfortable and confident in your sexuality, in your spirituality, and just who you are as a human, and also say I'm a Christian.
Right.
I think that is the best testimony for Christianity there is.
Yeah.
You're would be the poster child for why somebody should be a believer, because somebody, you can be put through what you have and still be like, I'm still showing up, I still believe, and I love myself. I'd say that you're a great testament to that.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't learn how to be gay. You don't learn how to be straight, but you do learn different religions and like what truth is. So like, if you can't change being gay or being straight, but you can change this one, which
One of
what's
these
the
things
yeah
is
exactly
not
one of
like-
these things is not like the other. So like one has to be investigated. Like, you learned how to be mean to people, but I didn't learn how to be gay.
Interesting. I love this take. Okay, this is great. So that brings us back to, again, feeling outside of the lines.
Yeah.
A, the album. B, the organization that you've started. What?
Starting. It hasn't
Starting.
been launched just yet.
Starting. Okay. So what's the idea of it, again, is to help men, gay men specifically, come back to their spirituality.
Yeah.
What is your, and let's, I'm going to say what is your biggest hope for this, but within the frame of writing, because you'll be able to use your platform as a songwriter,
Right.
as an artist to obviously spearhead this and have some credibility, I think, because of the music you're releasing and the vulnerability that you're giving. And I would think that any man that can see that, a lot of men wouldn't be able to be as vulnerable and profound to put yourself out there like you are. So I think automatically you're like a safe space and a trust space. So what would be your ultimate hope for this cause, this mission, this community?
Yeah.
What would be your hope for it?
I mean, I truly just want to make a place where everybody, well, I'll jump back real quick. I found a lot of solace in gay Christian creators. Like they would just post a video on YouTube, or like somebody had a book or something, and I was just like, oh my gosh, there's more people like me. So I really just want to make a large space. Yeah, exactly. Like I want to make a large space like that where men can come in. They don't even have to be Christian. They don't even have to be spiritual. But I just want to make a place where like we don't have to make the gay community what everybody has said it's become. Like we're literally just people that just happen to like boys. That is literally it. Like you don't have to agree with, everyone's politics. You don't have to walk in the Pride Parade every year. You don't have to do XYZ. Like you don't have to party every night. Like there is a safe space to just be like, hey, you can literally just exist and just be a human. So I really want to start something like that for people because I wish that I had that when I first came out.
Yeah, I bet. Well, and it's interesting to me too that, I mean, listen, being a gay artist in country music, like talk about setting yourself up for failure. If you ever, I mean, right? It's so hard. It's getting easier, but that would be the hardest space. And the
Yeah.
fact that you're like, still doing it anyway.
The crazy thing is I've never run into an issue being a
Great.
gay artist in Nashville. And I think it's literally because I was so naive when I got here. It was just like, I'm just going to make music. And like that
Authentic.
energy.
That's that authenticity.
Yeah, exactly.
Again.
But like that energy has just like bypassed everything. And I'm a firm believer that like whatever you keep focusing all your thoughts on is what's going to come into your reality. So that's just like never been in my thoughts. And I'm just here like, la-di-da, like here I am. And somebody once just, like you said, like they were like, oh my gosh, what is it like being a gay artist in Nashville? And I was like, what
Is
do you
that a
mean?
thing?
Like, what do you mean? Like
Funny.
is that something I should be worried about? Like, so.
Well, we've come, because I will say, so we've been here almost 20 years.
Yeah.
And I remember Shane McAnally, who's a amazing, very successful writer here in Nashville. Yeah. I remember my husband and I going to see him at a songwriters round when we first moved to town. And I just remember I think I knew, I don't want to talk about his story because I don't know fully, but I remember knowing he was gay. I don't think he was out as an artist. Again, this is 20 years ago. And so what I'll never forget is being at this songwriters round at a place at Mad Donna's in East Nashville and him singing a song about and him saying girl in it. And I can't remember if he had come out yet or not. It doesn't matter. Come out publicly. It doesn't matter. I just remember thinking in that moment, oh, this is he'll never make it as an artist because that's not him. Now he's one of the most
Right.
successful people in Nashville, obviously, so he's fine.
Right.
But his success his big success didn't turn on the other side till he was writing songs for other people who got to speak their truth.
So he got to be authentic.
Yeah. And it's just fascinating to me. He got to be authentic that way, and then and now he's one of the very authentic, owns his truth and has he and his husband have a lovely family and have created an amazing thing. But anyway, so I'm so happy that you came along 20 years later and are like, that's not a thing, and just owned it. But what a great reminder to people to walk in a room, be whoever. If you're not authentic, you're nothing. I just believe. And I was not authentic. I feel like for a lot, I pretended to be a lot of things. And
Yeah.
so
I think we all have. I definitely did a little bit on my first record. We can even talk about that a little bit
Yeah.
if you want. Like, I think we all put on a little bit of a mask because you have to feel like you have to present yourself in some specific way to people, and it's like, no, you don't actually.
So like what? Then what songs would you be referencing or what writing in that?
I mean, I think all in my head just it blew up, and then I felt this pressure to write songs for the gay community specifically,
yeah.
and it had to be like, you know, everything had to be rainbow themed, everything had to be whatever it was. Like, not that there's anything wrong with any of that, but I felt pressured to just make it fit in this little box.
You were kind of
Yes.
labeled in that as that.
To be
Okay.
like a gay country artist, and like I just kind of had a crashing out moment where I just went to my team and I was just like, I cannot do this anymore. Like, I literally didn't move here to do this. Like, I just want to be an artist that just sings songs. My love songs are about men, but like we don't really even have to, like, I don't even think baggage has a pronoun in it. Like, you would never know.
Right.
So not a he she pronoun.
Right. Was there a shift then when you said that, when you're like went to my team and I was like, listen, I'm sure, you know, for the machine behind things, they're like, oh, we've got a hook here, you know,
Yeah.
and you're like, that's great,
Right.
but I'm a human. So for you, what changed in your as a newer artist to Nashville? When that shift happened and you really took control of that? Bravo for standing up and being like, what shifted? How did your writing shift, or how you kind of show up for your output?
I kind of just moved to doing whatever the hell I want.
I love it.
Like, that's kind of just the easiest way to put it, is I literally just do whatever I want. I said for the Baggage music video, like, I want it to be like a distressed tuxedo in the middle of a lake, and yeah, we're just gonna like film this in the middle of January, and everyone's like, okay, and like I don't care. It's the most freeing thing ever, and honestly, I think that's more of a testament to everybody, is like, literally doesn't matter, just be you, and the engagement goes up from it as well. So because people
Maybe you'll
love
get
that.
engaged too.
No, the engagement, but maybe I'll get engaged
I know, but
too.
I'm saying maybe also. No.
That'd be great.
Caller 10 now gets a date. No, we won't do that.
Yeah.
We do another song for us?
Yeah, absolutely.
What do you think you're going to do?
I kind of want to play an unreleased one.
I want that very much so.
Okay.
Because I want you, right before you play it, to say, never heard an exclusive here to We Should Write.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, great.
This is an exclusive. This one, technically I played it at one writer's round, but I don't think anybody was filming, so you guys get to hear
No
it
one
first.
listens at writers' rounds anyway.
I'm going to play an unreleased song of mine that I might be putting out later this year. We'll see. It's called Fireworks, because we were talking about double entendres and double meanings, so...
Yes. So it's not recorded yet.
It's not recorded yet, no.
No one's ever heard it besides that writers' round that we don't talk about.
Nobody's ever heard it then.
Exclusive for We Should Write. 'Cause
Exactly.
We should write.
Yes, right?
Cool. All right, let's hit it.
I blame the Georgia sun. Thought you would stay, knew you. We carved our names into that pine. You didn't carve as deep as mine. I didn't see the heartbreak sign. Red, white, and all I feel is the blue. I didn't know how much that I had to lose. The 4th of July is just one day. Sparks fly and fly away. The love in me was just a phase. So why'd you go and fan the flame? Just to stomp it out and leave me ashes on the ground. Stupid me surprised I got burned like I never loved. How fireworks.
I get it.
See?
Yeah.
Turns out it takes more than a match. The craziest first kiss you ever had. We carved our names into that pine. You should Sparks fly and fly away. Loving me was just a phase. So why'd you go and fan the flame just to stomp it out and leave me ashes on the ground? Stupid me, surprised I got burned like I never learned how fire works. Red, white, and all I feel is the blue. I didn't know how much that I had to lose. But that made the truth is that the 4th of July is just one day. Sparks fly and fly away. Loving me was just a phase. So why'd you go and fan the flame just to stomp it out and leave me ashes on the ground? Stupid me, surprised I got burned like I never learned. I guess I learned how fire works.
Smart.
I love that song.
You're smart. There's your puns again, or your play on words again.
Yeah, exactly.
How fireworks. That's great. Okay, do you think you love these plays on words because you are so smart? Because let's talk about your biochemistry. I don't even know what is biochemistry. Is it biology? Is it chemistry?
It is literally both. It's how, but it's the chemistry of biology.
That
is
makes
what
no
it is.
sense.
Basically, it does.
Could it be the biology of chemistry? No.
Nope, it's the chemistry
It's
of
your
biology
biology.
because we focus mainly on the chemistry and like how that affects different processes in the body and like how glucose is broken down. All of this, yeah, it's. I left all that behind. I couldn't tell you anything
I'm
about
so
it
glad
now.
because I have no idea what you're talking about right now. But I was thinking about that with your play. When you hit the hook, I'm like, oh, there it is. There's the
Yeah,
wordplay and the
there's-
smartness.
I literally walked into work one day and looked at Jonathan. He's a co-writer on this, and I was just like, I have an idea, and then told him the idea, and he just went, "Oh, that's good. Let's write
Smart.
it." So yeah,
It's fun, and especially when people don't get when you played it at the songwriters night. Did when people hear the hook, they're like,
yeah, it was kind of. It's really fun when somebody is listening or when people are listening.
great.
And well, that yeah, and then there was just kind of like this. I don't know. You could hear like this ooh, like this kind of. I don't know when that hook came, and I was just like,
yes, I got him.
everybody like wants the little hook in Nashville, and if you can get people's attention with that, it's like yes.
Love it.
Haven't played that in forever though, so
I love
sorry.
it. Sorry, not sorry. We get an exclusive, never before heard version.
Exactly.
I'm joking about the biochemistry because I still don't know what it means. But how much of that? I mean, that's like, is that? Do you feel like that's a whole different person or just a different time in your life? And do you bring like what parts of that do you bring into your life now that still like resonate or play into
Yeah.
your everyday?
I mean, it was a different part of my life. I don't know that I would say that it's a different version of me.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just a different part of my life because everybody told me when I was young that like, oh, you're really good at math, you're really good at science, like that's what you should be doing with your life. And so that's what I did because like that's the smart thing to do was like go get your degree, then you go to grad school, you get a job.
Did you
all the
think everybody
things.
was good at math and science?
Oh no,
Okay.
I was the kid that was good at math
Okay.
and science.
No one ever said that to me, just to be clear. So, okay.
That was like a weird gift of mine that I was just like, okay. And I really do love math and science. I think it's so interesting. Literally the other morning I was sitting listening to a podcast about how time is in a fourth dimension and like quantum mechanics and all these things. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, maybe I'll go get like my PhD in like quantum physics someday.
Now, see,
Like,
that
just for
I can
fun.
get on board with.
Like, that's fun. This is cool.
Yes.
But like, do I want to do it for a living? No. So,
yeah, fair. But
I left
it
all
adds
that.
to your repertoire. Because here's the thing, you're also a model.
I am, yes.
I mean, which is obvious by looking at you, but like there's also that. The biochemistry, model, country singing,
Yeah.
theologian.
Yeah.
Like you're a Renaissance man.
Exactly, yeah. I don't know that I've ever used that term, but sure.
You're a Renaissance man. Put that on your, I don't know,
I'm
resume.
changing in my bio right
dating
now.
profile, whatever you. Are you
Yeah,
on a
right.
dating app?
I'm not on any dating apps,
Okay.
no. I've not had great success with those, and I've always just been of the mindset that, like, you know what? What's meant for me is going to come for me.
Love.
And God's going to bring along a person. And then I literally met somebody at my dog park randomly, and that's who I'm, like, going on dates with right now. So
Oh, I love it.
I'm like, see? Everything works in our favor.
And what's his? No, I'm just kidding. But I do love that. To me, there's a lot of it. It makes me already want to hear more what you're going to write about because you have a lot of perspectives. You have a lot in your vortex,
Yeah.
as opposed to.
Oh my gosh, you used the term vortex. We are best friends. We are best friends now. I'm sorry. I'm stealing her now.
Take it away.
Yay! He's like, please. Yeah, I mean, he's vortex all the time. I will talk quantum physics with you.
Oh my gosh,
I
yes.
can go.
Like, I literally went to Scott one day, my publicist, for those who are listening. I went to Scott one day and I was just like, I would love to just literally talk about manifestation, law of attraction, quantum physics, and Christianity on my channels. And he's like, that's so different from music. And I'm like, I know, but it's so
Yay!
cool. I love it.
I'll come on your channel and talk with you about that
Exactly.
any day. I just
That'll
wrote
be
about
on
it
a
this
Feeling Outside the Lines podcast.
Please.
There we go.
Love it. Okay. More to come. That can be, we will put your podcast under our, right? Listen,
There
look
we
at
go.
us. Expanding already, guys. Okay. So we're almost out of time. An hour has
Okay.
flown by, which
really
is
has, wow.
amazing and also makes
We were
me
just
sad.
getting to the good stuff, too.
What have we not said that you want to say?
Quantum physics and everything. We
quantum
were
physics.
just, we were just starting to get into the deep stuff.
We'll do that on the behind the scenes,
Exactly.
the outtakes. But leave us with this. We've talked all around it, and I feel like we know your heart and where you're coming from now. But what specifically because you weren't, well, I take that back. I don't know the answer to this. Have you always written or journaled,
I
or is
have,
this a new
yep.
thing? You have always written, but these past couple years being in Nashville is your first time to now tell other people what you're writing.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So what has writing, both personally and professionally, what does it do for your soul?
I feel like it's like crying in a way. Like it just, like there's so many messages or so many stories on your soul that you're like, I just need to get this out. And even with something like Baggage or my next song, Muscle Memory, like it may not be exactly my experience, but there's still a story there. And something like in me, God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, is like asking me to write this because somebody else needs it. So it's just been like therapy for me.
I love it. I always say writing is cheaper than therapy,
Yep.
and probably more honest. I'm not saying
think
you
I
shouldn't
just
go to
made-
therapy.
I think I made a post that used that hook last week. It's
Writing is cheaper than therapy?
Like music's cheaper than therapy, hot take or something like that.
Oh,
And
yeah.
everybody was like, yeah,
Yeah.
Like,
Not
it
a
is.
slam against traditional therapy, also
Right.
necessary.
I have a therapist as well. It's fine.
Yes.
We're
We're all good. So what is Tell Us Quick? Again, you can go to andrewmitch.com, link right here below. But tell us what is coming up for you. We have new songs coming out. When they go to your website and or when they come to a show, what are they going to find out more about you?
They're going to find that I'm honestly just really goofy in
Great.
real life. I put on this like sad boy persona, but in real life I'm just kind of like, I don't know. I like switch to a random Southern accent once in a while, so I'm sorry, I'm not trying to offend anybody that's Southern, but sometimes I'll just be like, gotta show good, or just whatever. And you can just find a lot of authenticity. Like, it's just a safe space. Like, I don't care where you came from. I don't care where you believe. Like, let's just be friends, because we all came from the same place and all of our souls are connected. So, like, let's be friends.
Let's be friends. Y'all, this has been We Should Write, a show about the healing power of writing. It's executive produced by me. Technically produced by Seamus Frawley and Zach Wilson. Hi, guys. Yeah, they don't like to talk much. I don't even understand that at all. You can find out more. Go to weshouldwrite.com. Join the community. Find out how to get involved. Hear more about Andrew Mitch at andrewmitch.com. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, we should write.
Hey, right? We should write.
We should write.
Right?
There it is. we get there. He's smart. He's
we
pretty,
did it,
but-
yeah.
Y'all, check back in next time. We Should Write, a show about the healing power of writing. More episodes coming soon. We also have, soon we're launching We Should Write Together, which will be a writing mentorship program. You can work with some of our people through that, through
yes.
feeling outside the lines as well.
Yes, I would love to.
Right. Have the best day. We Should Write.
Right?
Bye.